going through some seated chair stretches that you can do in your chair, on your couch, wherever you're sitting, just to give you a little bit of a break if you're working a lot on your computer at home or just feel like moving your body. So just make sure that you have plenty of space around you to move your arms and your legs, and that you're not going to slip on anything. If you have any injuries or limitations, please respect those in your body. If something doesn't feel good, don't do it. All right, so I want you to just take a break from looking at your screen. I know you're probably watching this on a screen, so just look at something off in the distance that you can kind of change the focus of your eyes on something that's not so close up, and just kind of stare at it for maybe 20 seconds, just to give your eyes a little bit of a break. Maybe if you have a picture, or if maybe if there's a plant or a lamp in the distance that you can look at. Good. And then I'm going to have you lace your fingers together and place the hands on top of the head. Just let your arms be heavy, and then shrug your shoulders up nice and tight toward your ears, and then just let them drop heavy. And shrug them up tight, and then drop heavy. And a third time, shrug the shoulders up tight, 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 and then drop them heavy. Keep your shoulders down, open the elbows just a little bit back, and then let your arms float down. Good, and then from there we're gonna start moving the head. So I'm gonna have you just look to the one side and then the other side, just thinking of the length in your neck the whole time, and just go as far as it feels good in your body. About 3 times to each side. Come back to center, and then I'm going to have you tilt your head to the side. Think of your ear toward your shoulder, up and over to the other side. Again, always thinking of lengthening. And after 3 times, we'll take those head isolations and looking up, thinking of stretching the front of your neck, never letting your head drop and compress the vertebrae. And then thinking of the same stretch as you look down and look up and down and up and down. And from there, we'll go into a circle again. Nice big circle, thinking of stretching the neck. Nice and easy. And then reverse. Make sure you're breathing throughout. Good. And after the third one, come back to the center, and then just a little bonus stretch, especially for the upper traps here, especially if you're working on your laptop a lot. Just thinking again of length, tilt the head to one side, and then with your opposite arm, you're gonna reach the heel of the palm away. And you'll also feel a stretch through the arm, and then just gently play around with that angle. You can kind of bring your chin down and back again, just being very gentle here. It can feel kind of intense. Just make sure it's not painful. And then come back to center, and then tilt your head to the other direction. Reach the opposite heel of your palm down and away. Good, and then you can just add that little tilt of the chin forward and back. Just finding all the little spots that need stretching. Good. And then come back to center. From there, we're going to go into reaching your arms forward. Think of spreading your fingers. That's it. And then we're just going to kind of circle the wrists around. Make sure you go in both directions. And then keeping the fingers spread, I'm just going to have you think of pinky finger to thumb closing and then opening. And then you're going to go thumb to little finger. Thumb to little finger, really waking up those arms and shoulders. Good, and then we're going to give a little stretch to the forearm. So you can push the heel of the palm forward and pull your fingers back in the opposite direction. You can also do it with the fingers pointing up. And then palm facing you, pushing the wrist in the other way. And then getting the other arm. Make sure you're nice and even. And you're still breathing, still sitting up tall. Good. And then just keep your arms forward, and we're going to do some scapula isolations, going into protraction and retraction, sliding your shoulder blades apart and together. So I'm moving from the shoulder blade. That's it. So if you want to think about moving your shoulder blades away from your spine, and then from here you're trying to think of pinching the shoulder blades together. Just one more. Good. And then let's reach the arms overhead. Now we're going to do scapula isolations up and down. So we're elevating the scapula and depressing the scapula up and down and up and down. And then from there we go to arm circle. So make sure you're not going to hit, if you have arms on your chair, you're not going to hit anything. You can always stand up if you'd like to. And then reverse. And if you're limited for space, you can even do this with the elbows bent. Just moving those arms in a circle. That's it. Now, I'm going to have you circle the arms back as you lift the chest, thinking of lengthening, pulling up from the abdominals. And then as you bring your arms forward, round the spine and reach forward. So lifting up, open the chest, circle, and scoop the tummy. And up. And now reverse. Bring the arms down and around, lift the chest, diving forward as you scoop the tummy. And up. And around, and up, and around. Good. Now bring the arms back up, heels of the palms pushing away, lift the chest, and we're just going to do some quick pulses back. Now in this exercise, you can play around with the angle. You can bring it a little bit lower, a little bit higher. The lower I go, the more I start to feel that stretch through the forearm. So again, do what feels right for you. Okay? And then just bring your arms down. Now we're going to start moving the spine. So we're going to add some rotation. You can sit more toward the front end of your chair. And I'm going to place one arm on the opposite leg. And this is going to help me push and get a little bit more rotation. And take the other arm out, push against that leg, and I want you to twist and give a little lift of the chest, reaching the energy through the fingertips. And then you're going to bring your hand onto the other leg, reach your arm through like you're threading a needle, scoop the tummy and reach through. And we repeat, lift and twist, scoop and reach. Inhale as you twist and lift up, and exhale as you flex the spine and reach through. Good. Come back to center. We'll do the other side. So take your other hand to the opposite knee. Push against the leg as you lift the chest, rotate, open, inhale. Take your hand to the opposite leg, exhale, thread the needle and scoop through. And inhale. And exhale, reach. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale, reach it through. Good. Come back to center, and then again, make sure you're feeling solid on your chair. You're not going to slip and fall down. And I'll turn to an angle for this one. I'm going to have you lift one knee and just hold it nice and securely underneath the knee with your hands and your arms. Shoulders are down. And just give a little stretch. Again, doesn't matter the height of your leg. Just kind of get the blood flowing through the leg. And then you're going to hold that leg out there. Again, whatever feels comfortable for you. Feel like you're holding it with your abdominals, and you're just going to flex and point that foot. And then we're going to do a circle with the ankle. And reverse. Good. And then place your foot down. Take the other leg up. Think of the hip being nice and loose here. And just give that knee a stretch a few times. Kind of wake up the leg, get the blood flowing. And then you're going to hold the leg straight, flex and point the foot. Make sure you're still breathing. Good. And then circle the ankle around. Keep lifting up tall, shoulders are down. Reverse that circle. Good. And then place the foot down. Now we're going to open up through the hips. So you can either do this, depending on your chair, you can shift your hips to one side and stretch your leg back. If you've got arms on your chair and that doesn't work for you, you can also sit toward the edge of the chair. One hip on, and the leg goes back this way. So I'm just gonna do it this way for the video. Try to think of your hips and legs lined up with each other. And if you've got that arm on the chair, you can use your hands on the arm of the chair, or just place it on your thigh. And then you're gonna stretch, push the heel back, and then bend. And again, push and bend. Trying to keep your spine straight and your abs pulled in. Good, about 3 times, and then you're gonna hold it there. Same leg, same arm. You're gonna reach up, lift the chest, keep pulling in through the abdominals, making sure you're not crunching in your lower back. And then you're gonna bend toward the back of your chair, circle the body around, back and up. And 2 more times, around, back and up. 1 more time. And then reverse that circle. Again, if this is too much of a stretch for you, you can keep your knee a little bit more bent. Good, and return. So make sure you still feel solid on that chair. You're gonna grab that same foot that's back and give a little quad stretch. Again, you can hold on to the edge, the seat of your chair if you need to. Squeeze your bum and pull your abdominals in. Get your knee as close to the midline of your body as possible. Good. And then we'll release that stretch. Pull the knee in toward the chest and round your spine. And then we'll do the other side. Just flip around or slide to the other side of your chair. And then try to square off your hips. Get your legs in line with your hips. And bend. And then push the heel away. Really think of creating a nice long line. Still lifting up nice and tall. Good. And then you're going to keep that leg stretched out behind you. Reach the same arm, same leg up. And then you're going to circle around and up. Again, keep your abdominals nice and connected, like you're drawing a circle on the ceiling. And then reverse the circle for 3. And you're still breathing. And 1. Good. And then again, make sure you feel solid on the chair. Grab that foot and bring the leg as close to the midline of your body as possible toward the center. And then pull that foot in, squeeze your bum abs tight. Again, if this doesn't work for you, you don't have to bend your knee as much, or if your knees are bad, skip this one altogether. And then release, just pull the knee in toward the chest and around your spine. Okay? And then to finish, I'm just gonna have you sit facing forward, again, seated toward the edge of your chair, but not so much that you're gonna fall off. Just place your hands on top of your legs, take a nice tall breath in, and then exhale, up and over, rounding forward over the legs. And just allow your shoulders to relax here. Take a deep breath in. And staying here as you exhale, feel the abdominals pulling in away from your thighs. As you breathe in, really think about the width across the back of the ribs. And as you exhale, keeping that width, but pulling the abdominals in. 1 more time, deep breath in. And then on your exhale, feel that your abdominals are helping you to stack your spine 1 vertebra at a time. Head is the last thing up. And just as a last little reminder, pick something to focus on off in the distance, whether it's out the window or in your room that you're in, and just focus on that object for about 20 seconds before you bring your attention back to your screen and to whatever task you were performing before. And that was our quick little chair stretch. So I hope you can incorporate this into your day. If not once a day, then several times a day. And I wish you well. See you next time.